Hey everybody, this is Kasu and welcome back to another Seeds Hybrid video. As said in the previous Seeds Hybrid update video, I'll be going through all of the mechanics, all of the hybrids, and everything the mod has to offer. Starting with how to create your hybrids. So, first things first, as you can see there are plenty of machines here and I'll be going through each of them, what they can do and what they are needed for. So first thing is, this is the most important machine you ever need, the cloning machine. The cloning machine is where you can craft all of the different hybrids. All of them, including their saddles and also their injections. So what are these injections? These injections are to buff your hybrid creatures. And more importantly, these are only usable on specifically hybrids. You cannot use it on any vanilla mobs. Up next is this machine right here. This is the biosynthesizer. So what is a biosynthesizer? To put it simply, the biosynthesizer is basically the cloning machine, except that it crafts DNA and process stuff way faster, as you can see here. Whereas if you go to the cloning machine here, the DNA takes a little bit longer time to craft. Now let's turn that off. Turn all this off. Right. Up next, what are all these small machines here? Well, let's go to this one first. This is the organic 3D printer. What does it do? So, for some reason, Sid, I'm not too sure whether Sid has updated the video or not, but some DNAs requires basilisk scale and reaper glands. This is his way to make sure that those maps that does not have any basilisk or reapers can still create the hybrid. However, I'm unsure whether you can use the actual basilisk scale and the actual reaper glands to craft the DNA. So to play it safe, use these instead. And this is also a place to create your synthetic eggs, which are also needed for some of the hybrids. Up next is the research station. So the research station, you need electronics to operate it. And what does it do? Well, it is your place. It is the machine to create all the blueprints needed for the operation hybrids. And with the blueprints, you can create the hybrids themselves. As you can see, some of the hybrids has like special DNA. Like for example, this particular one that needs Spinosaurus DNA and Tyrannosaurus DNA. So how do you get these specific DNAs? Well, this is where two machines need to come in. Well, first of all, obviously, is the cloning machine. Turn it on, and these are all of the trophies that you can get. And in order to turn them into the purified version, you need to get the trophy with the organic polymer. And when you craft it, give it a moment, it will craft soon enough. You'll get a purified version of the Spinosaurus cell. Even though there is a small timer to it, the Spinosaurus cell or whatever trophy, purified trophies you have will decay and revert back to their original form. That means that you will not lose a Spinosaurus cell, rather you'll just become a Spinosaurus, ordinary Spinosaurus cell again. So once you have the purified cell, how do you turn it into DNA? This is where this machine here comes in, the DNA with refinery. So to activate it, you have to put gasoline inside, and all you need to do is drop the purified. Oh, see, it works really fast. Just drop the purified trophy inside, and you get your DNA immediately. And the last thing for this mod, not mod, sorry. The last thing for this section is this, the Botany branch. So what is the Botany branch? The Botany branch is, instead of making hybrid creatures, you can make hybrid plants. I'll show you all the plants later, but all this while I was experimenting it. So for the farming wise, there are a total of 13 seeds, 13 ordinary plant seeds for you. And with all these 13 seeds, you can have, they all bore different fruits with different effects. And as you can see, in my entire hotbar, my entire hotbar, you can see that there are all the different types of berries. So let's go through it one by one. And please ignore the my graphics stuttering for some reason. After I updated my graphic card, it just goes up like this. So the first berry we're gonna try is the Abyssal berry, which is a high narcotic berry. So I'm just gonna hold H so that you can see all of the different wordings. And if you can't see it, don't worry, I'll read it out to you. As I eat this berry, it gives me narcotic poisoning. It will make me feel very tired, minus 40% speed and minus 25% armor. Basically, I'll fall asleep and I'll be more vulnerable. For the second berry is this green color berry. Can't remember if it's yep, a sinister looking berry. It gives narcotic effects to consumers but makes them feel nauseous, bitter, and but also can be used to make green dye. So if I start eating it, the description says you feel like you shouldn't have eaten it. Minus 25% damage and prevent healing. Next berry is this one, the Cyan berry. It is the description reads as a fairly common white berry that can be eaten in a pinch to recover food, stamina, and loss of torpidity. So this is a pretty general, good all-rounder berry. As you eat it, it reads tasty but a little rubbery, and you plus 5% speed. So this is a beneficial berry for anyone that want to try it. The next berry is the Crudo berry. So when you eat it, it makes you feel nauseous and you minus 10% speed. The next berry is the Dyna berry. It is a bitter berry that significantly clears your mind from the effects of narcotic and drastically fuels your hunger. Though it creates a toxin which makes the consumer thirsty and a little bit weaker. So this is your, in a pinch where you are getting, you're gonna fall asleep anytime soon, just eat this berry and your torpidity meter will drop. And as I press this, it reads, you are now a little weaker, but the toxin is improving your lung capacity. Up next is the Ayer berry, which resembles an egg. It seems to have no taste, but improves coagulation, making this berry remove any bleeding debuffs upon consumption, and but makes you thirstier. So this berry is very useful if you're getting bled by an aloe or even better by a giga. So once I eat it, you can see that it says your body stops any form of bleeding way faster now. So you just remove any bleed effects. Up next is the Esplendido berry. It's a very bitter tasting berry, though it's very tasty apparently when wild creatures eat it. Strangely enough, even carnivores enjoy it. So I'm assuming that this is a taming berry for anyone that wants to just collect a bunch of berries, just shove it into any creature's mouth, including carnivores. And as you eat it, the berry is so fast that I can't read it, and there's a timer for it. So you can't really force feed yourself, or you can't really force feed the creatures. Rather, you just need to put it in an inventory and let them eat it as per how tame is. Up next is this berry, the lavender berry. Sounds lovely, to be honest. So as I eat it, it's a weird and revolting taste, but you want more of it, and it plus 2.5% speed. So it has less negative but more benefits to it. Up next is the Mediberry. While it is not as good as Healing Brew, it can make you recover some of the injuries. So this is your alternative to Healing Brew if you don't want to sit there and keep cooking the Healing Brew. You can just grow these berries and just stuff your mouth full of it. And it also makes you run faster. Up next is this thing, the Majema berry. Basically it's like a tomato, but it's not a tomato. So as you eat it, it reads, you don't know what to say when eating it, removes all buffs, minus 75% speed, but plus 5% damage. Up next is these two berries, the Naran berry and the Purple berry. And lastly, the Venos berry. So the Naran berry is very good with nullifying blinding projectiles. So if you're blinded by a Dilo, just eat this and you'll recover, or rather prevent prevent any blindness. The Purple berry here is a sweet tasting berry, and when consumed, it just says tasty plus 5% speed. And for the last berry, I need to remove my creative mode to show you the full extent of the next berry. Basically, it's a suicide berry. Not really sure what you can use it with, but because I'm playing single player, I don't understand it. But if you're, playing with other players and you want to avoid getting captured, this is obviously a very good berry to use. Now let me get back and I'll continue on the next part of the mod. How do you grow all of these berries? Well, as per usual, just plant it on the ground and you can grow it. But how do you get the seeds? Well, this is where the Botany player comes in, as I said previously. This is where you can create all the berries, and they have two more plants that are very unique to the mod itself. These two, the Bellanova and the bioelectric plant. So the bioelectric plant, from how I tested it, says that it converts any organic materials into useful resources and produce electricity. For this, I can't really show you what organic materials that I put in there, because I tried putting in all the different meats, all the different products. I just threw inside there and only one or two gave me something back. So I'm not very sure on how to do it. And for this, the Bellanova berry, the Bellanova seed. So this is the plant. To the left is the bioelectric plant. So you can obviously make it start and make it stop. You just have to keep the plant alive in order to make it work. And there's lesser dinosaur DNA here is because I put in one of the Nyctovenator's blood mass, and it gave me back this dinosaur DNA. But it took quite a while. I was running on slow-mo like 200 or something, 2000 or something, and it took forever to pop out. And throughout the entire time I've been talking, I put all these items here, but none of them have turned into anything else. I have no idea where this fiber came from, to be very honest. So for the bioelectric generator, anyone who can experiment more and give an insight on what the organic matter is, please comment down in the comments below. I tried everything I could, I have no idea. Up next is this plant. This plant creates, well, despite looking like an oversized Venus flytrap, it just creates oil and cementing paste over time. Again, this is a very slow progress to like, not progress, sorry. It's a very slow way to get any cementing paste or oil. I rather you just fly to the oil spot and harvest it rather than doing this. And the last thing for the second last thing for the botany table are the consumables. So the botany table also acts as a cooking table, as you can a cooking table. However, this is a way to trick your friends or trick anyone who is who is trying to attack you. So as you can see, you basically make this food with a Venos berry. So to say, if you were to mix this with a Venos berry and you were to eat it, the player or whoever would just fall over and die. So it is a more sneaky way to get your revenge on, like, let's say like, oh, you're holding cooked prime meat and you got killed by a player, and then you have this version of cooked prime meat inside your inventory, and the player thinks, oh, okay, he has food and I'm hungry. He eats it and he dies on the spot too. So you can have your sweet revenge. Up next is this. These mixtures are made with the berries. Basically these mixtures are made with the berries that are needed in this mod. None of this uses the ordinary berries. All of it uses the modded berries. And as you can read for themselves, some of the mixtures are pretty good. For example, the healthy berry mixture, when consumed, improves your metabolism, and it also can be used to craft your resilience injection. So these are actually very important if you want to basically have those stat boost drugs into your dinosaur, because you need these to craft all the injections, and with the injections you can basically steroid buff your dinosaur to oblivion. And lastly, this this table has this particular thing, totally not secret. As you click further, classified, unknown, this strange anomaly blade bait. So when used, this will summon a mini boss, as I shown previously from the one of my mod showcase for Seeds Hybrid. That this is basically spawns a giant moth that you can use to fight. And what does the giant moth give you as reward? No idea, I kind of forgot, but once I get to the operation boss of the mod, then I'll explain to you. And that's it. That is how you can create your hybrid, how you can create your hybrid plants, and how you can create all the necessary things you can make, you can use to make your hybrids. And that will be the end of this video. In the next video of the Seeds Hybrid video, I'll be going through all of the Type 4 hybrids. This has been Kasu, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or hopefully this short video is able to help you even more clearly on what the Seeds Hybrid has to offer. That being said, this is Kasu, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!